Hi everyone, hope you're keeping safe and well. I'm safe, but I'm not well. Yeah, but I think we're all feeling it a little bit. I think it's that time of year where your body just kind of goes, okay, enough, I'm done. And yeah, before you say we get some rest over Christmas, we moved to the resource room on, when did I go home? Wednesday. We move on Thursday. Oh my god. So there is no rest for the wicked. Oh my god, I think I'm delirious. Anyway, what is my point of this video? It made me think about how, yes, it's difficult at Christmas because we get bugs and we get viruses and we get colds and our physical health can be impacted. But more than that, it's a really difficult time for our mental health. Especially when you're struggling with an eating disorder or disordered eating, and not just the people who are affected directly, but the loved ones, the families, the caregivers. You know, it can be a really, really, sadly, difficult time. We know that food isn't the cause, it's the symptom of somebody affected by an eating disorder. However, it does impact massively on those affected at Christmas, because that's what Christmas is. It's food, it's drink, it's merriment, it's togetherness, it's all of these things that somebody who's struggling will go, I want to avoid that like the plague. Or what if I'm around food and I can't control it, and what if they're looking, what if they're watching me, they're going to be judging me. It's the whole shebang, and it's bloody awful. I remember it very, very well. And even to this day, I sometimes have to take myself away and go, it's just one day of the year. Not because I struggle with the eating disorder, but because I still have vivid memories of what Christmas was like for me personally, and the upset, I was going to say I caused, the upset the eating disorder caused on the whole family. And there's still a lot of guilt and sadness there. But I just wanted to do this video to say that that's you're not alone, right? There is going to be a lot of people out there feeling the same as you. You don't have to be putting on a mask, putting on a face to be the life and soul of the party, and making sure, you know, that you are, my phone keeps falling, a bit like my head, that you are everything to everyone, because that's not what Christmas is about. And equally, when you think that people are going to be looking at you and judging you, because you do. I remember I used to cry endlessly on my mum and dad saying I can't eat in front of so and so because they're going to be watching me, and I can't go to that Christmas party because they're going to be looking at me. I think you've got to remember the eating disorder can play tricks, and actually you're not the centre of everybody else's concerns and world. Many people who go to Christmas parties are more engaged in the conversation with people around them than looking at you. And I don't mean that to sound like spiteful, but it's just to try and get that rationale of like, just because you walk in the room doesn't mean that everybody's going to be watching the person with the eating disorder. Like, that's not how it works. And more I think people are becoming more sympathetic and compassionate and understanding about those struggling with eating disorders, disordered eating, emotional eating, because we're talking about it more. Some tips that we used to practice, mum, dad and I especially, when things got too much, we would do a timeout. And if that meant that I was at a Christmas party and I needed to just go home, if it didn't impact on them, needed to go home early, that was okay, as long as I could get home safe. Like, it wasn't an issue. The fact that I'd even tried and I'd gone was celebrated more than me not being able to stay as long as the others. We would talk about what to expect on the day and what we were going to do and what time people were coming, because for me, the uncertainty and unexpectancy of certain issues and scenarios would throw me. So mum and dad, God love them, would sit and try and give me a plan, but then we'd also acknowledge that sometimes things don't always go to that plan, and it's not just about me, it's about the family and the bigger picture. So there was always those boundaries in place as well, and I think that's really important for any loved one and caregivers out there watching this video. Boundaries to set together are okay, because one of the things that is really important is that you don't let the eating disorder disrupt or get away with things, because it'll try. It's manipulative and it's destructive, and you've got to remember it's not your loved one that is manipulative and destructive, it's the eating disorder. So boundaries are really, really important. Fairness and boundaries and consideration. But I think what you're getting from this video is that communication is absolutely key. And equally, it is just a few days out of the year. If you don't want to partake in celebrations and it's easier for you to just take yourself away, that's okay too. I think what I'm trying to say is have a conversation around what is going to be the easiest way to navigate through those few days that say it's all about Christmas celebrations, because it could be it's a few days for you to enjoy and relax, some time off with friends and family, and it just so happens that it's called Christmas. I'm sending you so much love and strength over the Christmas period. Please have a look on our website for any tips around coping with Christmas, and if you need any support, well, it goes without saying, we're here and you matter. And I know I matter too. I'm going to try and get an early night and get some strength up before the big resource room move, which, by the way, thank you all so much. It's all coming together, and I will update on more soon. All right, sending lots of love. You take